Yes, today I'm in my fugu. Yes, this is our traditional attire. So those of you who don't know, I'm telling you now, when you watch the president of Ghana, most of the time he wore this a lot. Some of you, I wore it last time, they were asking me if I'm gay. Can you imagine that? They're asking me if I'm gay. I watched some of the comments on TikTok, they're asking me, are you gay? Because some people, they don't know what it is that I'm wearing. Yeah. But yeah, this is our pride. All right. Good. So today we are in Ghana. There's a crisis in our cocoa sector in Ghana. The president of Ghana came with something beautiful that we are going to listen to that shortly. I did a story recently about this cocoa wahala where the finance minister announced a reduction in the producer price of cocoa from 3,625 Ghana cedis to 2,587 per bag. And this has put pressure on our cocoa farmers. And the cocoa farmers are asking that, look, whatever reason you are giving us, and which is the reason why you are slashing the price, we are not the cause of it, so we shouldn't bear the cost. And all of a sudden, damage control came up. I did a story and I condemned the government actually. And I said that the cocoa farmers cannot suffer the problem that they themselves they have caused. It is not the fault of the cocoa farmers, so they should not lay the burden on them. And then this is what we wake up with. Press release to all media houses. Ghana Cocobod has announced a salary reductions for its executive management and senior staff as part of measures to address ongoing liquidity constraint within the cocoa industry. According to the statement, executive management has taken a 20% reduction in salary, while senior staff have agreed to 10% pay cut. So this is to tell the cocoa farmers that, look, you are not alone in this. We are also part of it. This is damage control to me right here. You slash your salary, you don't slash your salary. What I am saying, where is my concern is that in opposition, you promise price increase. You know the problems you are pointing out right now in opposition, but you promise that you are coming to increase the price. So you cannot reduce it. It's either you leave it like that or you cannot reduce it. I stand by the cocoa farmers, by the way. Now, the president of Ghana said something in regards to this crisis in Addis. Let's listen to that quickly and we move forward.
There are issues, and I'll just give one example from Ghana. Just before I left, we have a crisis in our cocoa sector. We set a producer price for the farmer. At the time we set the price of cocoa on the international market was 7,200. We have a policy in Ghana where we give the farmer 70% of the world market price. The other 30% is used for administration, to supply fertilizers to the farmers, to provide scholarships for their children and all that kind of thing. The cedis value was 11.5 cedis to $1. After we set the producer price, the world market price has declined to 4,200. The CD has appreciated in value to 10.7 to the dollar. And so suddenly it means that for every ton you buy at the producer price, you have a gap, and so we'll be losing. And so we held a crisis meeting and we took decisions. And one of the major problems is that to buy cocoa from our own farmers, we rely on funding from outside. And you know what the collateral for the funding is, our own cocoa beans. And so you have to collateralize the beans to the financier, buy the beans and just ship them, and they pay you the international market price. So one of the key decisions we've taken is that we're going to stop foreign funding for the purchase of our cocoa. We are going to raise domestic bonds. We have enough cedis in Ghana to pay for our cocoa. We're going to raise domestic bonds, buy our own cocoa. We don't need to collateralize the beans. I know the interesting part. We have the capacity to process 400,000 tons of those beans, processing capacity in Ghana. But because the beans are collateralized, we cannot even allocate those beans to the local processors. We have to ship all the beans outside. Now, if we buy the beans ourselves, we can take 400,000 tons out of the beans and give to our local processors to add value. That is what the Accra research is about. I say by 2030, there are not going to be any raw mineral ores leaving Ghana. You're not going to ship manganese ores out of Ghana raw. You're not going to ship bauxite ore out of Ghana raw. You're not going to ship iron ore out of Ghana raw. You must process all that locally. That is the only way we can provide opportunities for our young people. Our young people are not as patient as our generation. They want to see that progress and prosperity today. And that is why Accra Reset has that urgency that we need to implement in order that we stop our young people from braving the dangers of the Sahara and the Mediterranean to try to get to Europe to look for opportunity. And so I want to say thank you to all of you who found time to attend. And as we said, this is the Addis reckoning. From Addis, we must stop the talking and we must start implementing. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. That's amazing, right? That by 2030, Ghana will not be importing any raw materials or the bauxite, the everything will be produced or be processed locally. This is beautiful, all right? But you see, Mr. President, all these things you touch right now in opposition, your people are aware of these things, but you promise the cocoa farmers increased price. I'm holding them on their words. All right, these things are beautiful explanations. When you look at it from the other angle, the market price, the world or global market price for cocoa has dropped all the way from $7,200 down to below $4,000. Okay, so Ghana, the explanation when you look at it, they are trying to slash the price to match up to the world market price. At the same time also, some of the details regarding the debt of the Cocobod and all that. Look, the farmers did not ask you to sell cocoa forward, to do forward selling. They did not ask you that. You did not even engage them in the decision making when it comes to these things. The government, the previous, the new, nobody engaged the cocoa farmers. So they cannot bear the burden of your carelessness, if I should call it that way. Because you structure the system, design the system, and these people produce and then you take. You determine the price for them. They don't even determine the price. And as we work so that we move forward. And here they are working, waiting that they can move forward. All of a sudden, they are moving backwards because their price is coming down. And the price is coming down. You slash the price down at the level at which, prices in the market are high. I said it in my previous video. The dollar is stabilized. We have 10 point something. It's running between 10, 11, 10, 11. But things in the market, you are not enforcing the law to make sure that price control is in the market. Things are high. You don't even know that, a dollar rate is stabilized. Especially our market women, they are killing us. These women, they know how to increase kenke price. But when the dollar is up, fuel is up, but when the things come down, the kenke price remain the same, the banku price remain the same. Everything in the market, some of the commodities like rice and things, they'll reduce it, and some of the things they'll keep it like that, and sometimes even increasing it. Our market women also, no, you are the backbone of our economy. You are killing us. So at the time where things are expensive, the dollar rate is down, and everything is just, nothing is in order in the country. And at the same time, you are pulling these people backwards. When you do that, I said it in my previous video, the cocoa sector is going to suffer serious crisis. Youth will no longer be interested in farming cocoa because as it stands right now, cocoa farming is no longer attractive. It is only those who are already in that are involved in it, and these people have age. You yourself, do your analysis. Read your analysis to see whether new young stars are involving themselves into cocoa farming. How many new cocoa farmers are coming on board according to your analysis? No. You understand? Only the old guards who are holding the front, they are still there. And these people are old, and then, as nature will make it, once nature, some of them, their time is gone, they will get tired, their body will fail them, they will no longer be able to farm, they have to rest, some of them will go home. What is going to happen to our cocoa sector? We are going to lose our position as the biggest producer of cocoa very soon because the youth are no longer interested in cocoa. Not only the fact that the youth are no longer interested in farming cocoa, but you people are not making it attractive. You are not involving them when they come to decision making because at the end of the day, you make it feel like they are recruits in the field. They just have to work. They don't understand the bigger market economy. Explain to them so that when they are farming, they know what they are into. So at the end of the day, the bigger picture is that they cannot suffer the problem that you have caused on your own. Secondly, our, CD has appreciated, okay, although artificially, but you need to consider all these things before you do certain things. I understand the fact that the government is trying to please the public that we can reduce the dollar, we can, stabilize it. But when you stabilize the cedi, stabilize the economy, the cedi can be stabilized, the economy will not be stabilized. That is a fact. The Ghana cedi is right now 10 cedis to 11 cedis to $1, right? The things in the market, that is the real economy. When we go to the market, is the real economy. The things are still the same. The price has gone up. They refuse to reduce the prices. So the economy is not stable. On paper, you see it. Dollar rate is okay. But, when you look at it broadly, the things are not stable. We go to market, things are hard. Our market women, they want to press our nose until we stop breathing. Oh, everybody's become greedy. The corruption has spread into the market. You are not enforcing the law to make sure that what you are doing on the global market, or to make sure that our cedi is appreciating and then to stabilize the economy. You enforce the law so that it can reflect on the ground. No. Now, at the time where things are expensive, that is the time that you are slashing people's money. People who are hardworking.